I have 3 minutes, Lascian Corla. Minister, during the course of COVID-19 and for a bit before it, we had our own experience in my family of cancer. My husband had to go in and have surgery at the height of the pandemic, and it was terrifying. And it was very scary because we were worried about, obviously having surgery, and surgery any time is not great. But how would they deal with COVID? And the staff, they were just fantastic. But you could tell, it's not an ideal environment. The capacity wasn't there. And many times did you and I have conversations about the capacity and the lack of capacity within the health service, about the urgent need to build capacity in. And that was before a pandemic took away a lot of the capacity. So, I am absolutely and forever and eternally grateful to the staff in Beaumont Hospital, to my husband's GP, for the vigilance, for the care, for the compassion, and for the just fantastic care that they gave him, and he came through it. But he would tell you, and I can tell you, they're operating in circumstances they're not just less than ideal, they are severely constrained. And these are people who are at the absolute top of their game. The healthcare workers in Beaumont, in the cancer section, are absolutely amazing, every single one of them. But they feel like they're constantly in a battle with the system. They feel like they're constantly fighting because they're not getting the resources that they need. So on the one hand, they get the plumos, they get the you're all fantastic, and they might get a round of applause every once in a while, and everybody knows how important they are, and everybody knows the work that they're doing. But on the other hand, they don't feel like they're supported because they're not getting the resources that they need, and that's what this motion is about. It's about putting those resources into place and ensuring that avoidable and preventable cancers are caught and treated. And what happens is the person whose cancer is caught and treated goes back to work, goes back into the workforce, doesn't have to go to the health service again, thankfully, and I hope, touch wood, not ever, and is back working, paying tax, and all of that. And that's what it should be about. So that's what this motion is about. It's about ring fencing that money. Now, I remember when the National Cancer Control Programme was set up, there was a lot of consternation at the time about, if we move the money out and it's not centrally controlled, and how's that going to work, and is this a power grab by one doctor or another doctor? And the thinking from the government at the time was that the funding had to be ring fenced because cancer was too important. We couldn't miss it. It was one of those ones where we could actually beat it, and we could meet it head on with a screening programme and ensure that people were caught, that they were treated, and that they were turned around and back in the system. That was the thinking at the time. All we're asking for now is that we get cross-party support for that ring-fenced funding so that the brilliant men and women in our cancer care services can get on with doing the work that they do, that they can fix people, cure people wherever it is possible, catch it quickly and get them back into work and back into society. Go on,